I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is actually sad, bro. It's amazing to me how media and fans can completely flip on a player from one week to the next, depending on whether or not that player made you look right or wrong. George Pickens absolutely just crashed out on an NFL on Prime Analyst, and I'm going to be real. He should crash out on him, but it's probably not the recommended route because you have a better option. That's what we're here for. We got your back, George. This ain't Pittsburgh. We're not going to wait for you to have one bad game or have a couple of bad moments and throw you out to the wolves, bruh. We got your back. And Richard Sherman. Man, shut your up. All right, let's get right into this, y'all. George Pickens had to address an NFL analyst because of some harsh words shared about his performance last night. And I even brought it up in my initial reaction. I said it looked like the flow of the game flow kind of took George Pickens' head out of it. It looked like just that look in his eyes, how he was carrying himself, his body language. It didn't look like the George Pickens that we've been accustomed to, and especially over the last few weeks, but pretty much the whole season, it didn't look like the same George Pickens. Now, I did not go as far to say he quit, he gave up, or any of that. I said I thought he started to lose a little bit of focus. I thought his mind may have started to wander a little bit, but saying that a guy quit or anything else like that is a very, very harsh way to go about it when you're talking about an athlete specifically. Now, I want to listen to what Richard Sherman said about George Pickens last. I know y'all, all this content gonna hurt our soul. I already know, bro. But I want to listen to what Richard Sherman had to say about George Pickens last night for the purpose of getting full context. We're gonna read what George Pickens just put out about this situation, and then I'm gonna give you my thoughts on this. But let's go ahead and take a listen to what the serial door beater had to say about George Pickens. And if y'all know what I'm talking about with serial door beater, look up Richard Sherman and Ring doorbell camera. Let's get right into it, bro.
The big story here is George Pickens. George Pickens throughout the game, especially late in the game, just looked uninterested in playing football. You know, and that's what you can't have. If you're going to be a superstar, if you want to be the best receiver in the National Football League, you can never be disengaged. It doesn't matter if the game's going your way or not going your way. You can't just disappear in these games or else you're not going to have impact. And just right here, cruising routes. You're the guy.
Now, right there, it's easy to say he was cruising the route right here. I'm going to say this. Did he run that route perfectly? Absolutely not. Did he make full effort on that route or attacking the ball or coming back towards the ball? It didn't appear so. But what he did do is he made sure to try at least make a play on the defender to make sure the defender couldn't get a clean interception. So I can't sit here and look at this play and be like, oh, George gave up on it. Giving up on it would just be, oh, I'm not even about to try to catch this ball. I'm not even going to try to keep the defender from catching this ball. Let me get out the way of this mug. I don't agree with that one right here. George was even kind of arm fighting him there to make sure he couldn't grab the ball. I like the effort right there. Even though you didn't attack the ball the way you would want him to, I like the effort of him trying to make sure that you protect your quarterback right there. This play right here. This right here. You can't look at this play and say this is an effort situation. For one, it's a really good play made by the defender. Really good play made by the defender. But two, the real only issue that George had on this play is that he didn't fully extend his hands out. That's the only thing. His arms was kind of right in front of him still. He needed to fully extend his arms out just to give himself a chance so he could properly use his body as that shield, keep the defender off the ball, secure the ball with your hands, and then bring it into your body from there. That's the only issue right there, but that's not an effort thing. Again, that may be a slight lapse in focus. That may be a slight, you looking ahead to what you're about to do with the ball or something. I don't know, but I can't call that play a lack of focus. That's a great play made by the defender, and it did cause an interception.
He's out, and you get intercepted on your slant routes. And
It's like, how can you sit there and get mad at a player for getting intercepted on the slant route?
Can't beat the guy and
This play right here, not gonna lie, I can understand someone calling this out and being like, man, this don't look like you was really running that route at all, because it did not. I can't even reasonably look at this and say he's running this route full speed or he's giving it his full effort right there, because it really did not look like that right there. On the sideline, we haven't seen this version of George Pickens on the sideline this year, so that's why me as a Cowboys fan and I've been paying close attention to the young man all season. That's why I brought it up. Like, damn, it looked like George kind of got taken out of it mentally. Now, I'm not saying that he quit. I'm not saying he gave up. I'm not saying he didn't give full effort. It looked like his focus kind of got shifted a little bit. It got shaken a little bit, and he just wasn't himself last night, bro. But we're about to talk about something else that he's going to bring up.
$40 million. You got to look at this tape and say, hey, is this a guy we can trust paying $40 million to show up?
So essentially, Richard Sherman's ripping him. He's saying that he quit, he gave up, and all this other stuff. I know I was talking over a lot of it, so I'm going to let y'all listen.
Beat the guy and half-ass it. I'm sorry, that's just, you can't, it's unacceptable. And if you're down,
right, so he said you can't be the guy and you're half-assing. That's essentially the gist of what Richard Sherman had to say. And this is what George Pickens had to say in response to that. He posted this on his Instagram Reels. He said, this is a team game. Laughed my ass off. I'm not the only one on the team. Stop becoming an analyst and talking about one player when he playing a team's game. Lots of has to go right for explosive plays. And it's funny because I thought former players would know that, such as Richard Pussy-ass Sherman, who, by the way, ain't shit without the Legion of Boom. We all remember San Francisco, brother. Much love, Ninja. Don't speak on me unless you know the game of football as a former player, not a dick-riding fan/analyst that act like double team is not a thing or certain bracket coverages don't exist. Knowing you played ball, which showed me you a leech, weirdo. Now, Twitter, eat this up, clouded ad world. I'm going to say this, bro. I'm going to say this for one. Richard Sherman, shut your bitch ass up. I stand with GP, man. You my frat brother, and I still got to stand with my boy GP right here. I ain't going to lie to you, bro. Shut your bitch ass up, Richard Sherman. But two, everything that GP said in this, straight YN activities. Of course, I'm going to have my guys back. Of course, I have no issue with him defending himself, especially when the analyst goes at him the way that he is, especially when the analyst is going at him in a way that kind of, this is what I don't like. People waited for the Cowboys to have a bad game. People waited for GP to have a bad game to say the type of stuff Richard Sherman just said. People waited on the Cowboys to have a bad game for Clarence Rack, crusty ass Hill, stuck in the 1960s, man-child ass Hill. Apparently, you haven't got anything else in your life worth being proud of, because the only thing that looks like you proud of was crossing in a fraternity 50 years ago, bruh. He couldn't wait to say, the Cowboys could have used number 11 Thursday because of the Cowboys getting as much pressure on Jared Goff. What about Jadeveon Clowney, who has been leading a unit this year that's been top 10 in pressures in the NFL? The Cowboys are not struggling for pressure. They're struggling for back-end coverage. Yes, last night, they didn't get consistent pressure the way they would want to begin. We were missing a piece that I think people are seriously undervaluing. Jadeveon Clowney completely changed, or was the start of the beginning of the change for that defense of the Cowboys earlier this season. He was one of the first pieces that kind of start to trigger that domino effect, bro. And in him coming out of there, it showed a difference. It showed a difference having to have Dante and Sam out there a lot. It showed a difference, right? So let's stop this dumb shit, bro. We saw the Packers, the Bills, the Miami Dolphins, the Cardinals, the San Francisco 49ers, the Detroit Lions. We saw all these same teams whoop our ass with Micah Parsons, bro. With Micah Parsons. Clarence, get off your knees. Richard Sherman, get off your knees, bro. I hate that people are waiting for these guys to have one bad game, wait for the team to lose once, and then it completely impacts y'all fandom, and it completely impacts the way you view the players. That's stupidity, bro. That's not even the essence of sports, bro. That's not the essence of sports. It's not. It's not. It's weird, bro. You guys are being so soft, so weird. Y'all ready to flip on y'all players, flip on y'all guys after one bad game. Yes, it's okay for us to be like, damn, GP didn't look like GP has looked all season yet last night. But going to a point to where you start saying that the guy's quitting or he give, what reason did GP have to give up? Like GP said, when CD went down, they started bracketing him. They started playing a two-man game with GP when CD went out. So it effectively took him out the game. So did that maybe impact the way that he was approaching his route running? Maybe. Is that something that the head coach probably needs to address? Yes. But is that something that you just say, I'm going to throw this player away now? No. And I absolutely understand why GP is frustrated. All I would say is, GP, bro, you're a Dallas Cowboy now. You don't have to do this for yourself anymore, bro. I know out there in Pittsburgh, I don't even know if they got a creator community. Out there in Pittsburgh, you were left out there starving by yourself. It was just the media and you. You ain't got that out here no more, bro. A lot of us as independent creators are just as, if not more influential than a lot of our media members out here, bro. We got you, bro. We will fight these battles for you. Don't do this to yourself, though. Don't do anything that could make anybody look at you or twist anything concerning you in a negative fashion, because we understand where this is coming from. We get it, bro. You're a competitor. You're pissed. Somebody saying you quit. That's not at all what the hell was going on with you last. We get it. But you don't have to do this because we got your back. Trust me. We were going to make sure that Richard Sherman got his ass toe up just right for those goofy ass comments he made. And they feel it. They feel the heat. It don't have to come from you. It don't have to come from you, dog. That's all I'm saying. GP, we got your back. Focus on what you need to be focused on, bro. And that's winning these last 4 games of the season. Let us handle these media dumbasses. Let us handle the Richard Shermans of the world. Let us handle the Clarence Rack Hills of the world that sit here and be ready to laugh in y'all face and try to be a confidant to y'all when he in y'all face, but then will go on his socials and be and push destructive rhetorics about the team, about you guys, when he's not in your face. You're two-faced. And if y'all are supporting any platforms that he's involved with, you're contributing to something that's destructive for the community. You're going somewhere where they're waiting for your team to fail to rub it in your face, to make you feel worse, to try to create narratives and rhetorics to make you feel worse, bro. Straight up. So Clarence Hill, shut your bitch ass up. Richard Sherman, shut your bitch ass up too. And how about them Cowboys? GP, we got you, bro. We got you. Bad game. We got a game next week, y'all. The season is not over. 6-1. We go 4-0. We have a 40% chance. We go 4-0 and the Eagles lose on Sunday. We have a 40% chance to make the playoffs by winning the division. I'm just saying. Either way,
calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still the ball? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Hey! I'm still them boys.